Welcome back to Senate Center. Now I'm going to pass it over to Nishant, who's going to take a look at how our predictions stacked up against the actual election results.
Thanks, Alex. Although most late polls had Sharron Angle ahead by around 3 to 4 points, we had predicted a victory for Harry Reid based on the fact that Angle's lead was within the margin of error and the fact that Reid, a seasoned veteran, had the incumbency advantage on his side. We were correct in giving the incumbency advantage more weight than Angle's slight lead. We were, however, surprised by the margin of his victory. We predicted a narrow victory, but his 5-point victory was outside the margin of error in the polls. At the end of the day, boring is more electable than crazy.
This race serves to show that although polling can be an accurate way of tracking an election, it does have its faults. Polling during this race initially showed the two candidates to be extremely close, but election results revealed that Reid had a sizable advantage throughout the election cycle. Harry Reid won by 5 points, so the polling turned out to be off by 8 to 9 points.
Now it's time we take a close look at the vote breakdown along the Democratic coalition lines. Latino voters preferred Harry Reid by a margin of 64 to 34. Black voters voted for Harry Reid at a margin of 90 to 9, and white voters preferred Harry Reid only 37 to 60%. Harry Reid actually did slightly worse among Hispanics than he did in 2006. The union vote also helped Harry Reid a lot. Among all the Democratic coalition nowadays, Harry Reid really only did worse with Catholics. The Democratic coalition held up fairly well in this election, probably due to President Obama's recent campaign activities in the state.
We really see the incumbency advantage in this race. According to Real Clear Politics, Harry Reid was able to raise more money than Sharron Angle. Even with the highly motivated Republican base and Tea Party backing, the incumbent still came out on top. Sharron Angle may have just been way too conservative for her constituents.
And now I'm going to pass it over to Jesus Christ for analysis of Sharron Angle as a candidate.
Sharron Angle's lack of being a quality candidate finally caught up to her in come election time. Having no previous experience in a national election, she didn't have any constituents before now. That caught up to her in the end, and she lost.